again this morning. I hope you're doing well. We were just working out that this is our 4th class, which means that we must all be getting towards the end of our 4th week in lockdown. So we just want to say well done to everybody. You're doing an amazing job keeping yourselves busy. Okay, I think we should all give ourselves a big round of applause like that. Yeah, we're doing really well. We've got a bit longer to keep it going. And go on then. A round of applause, yeah, because we're all about circles today, aren't we? So we can do a round of applause. And also, well done as well to all the mums and dads out there, because we know how hard you're working it as well at the moment. So well done to you. Okay. So this morning we're going to do our Swirlo class. So we'll show you a picture of Swirlo. Here's Swirlo. And Swirlo is makes our magic marks. Okay, and he's all about, can you see this curly pattern here? He's all about the curls and the swirls and the circles. So our activities today are going to be all about Swirlo. So to get ourselves started, we're going to start with our Swirlo marks. So just like we've done in the other weeks, we're going to give you about a minute to grab something that you can use to do your Swirlo marks. So it could be a scarf, it could be a cloth, it could be a tea towel, whatever you've got. Okay, but quickly, 30 seconds, go grab something. Yeah, do you want to get something out of here? I don't. Yeah, what are you going to use, guys?
I haven't used this bit yet.
You're going to use that one? You're going to use a ribbon? Yeah. I'll use this one. You want to hurry grab something? Okay. Okay, has everybody got something? Okay, so what we're going to do today, because Swirlo, like we said, he makes very round circle marks. So today, we're going to make our marks go round and round and round in big circles. Oh, try not to hit each other. I'm going round and round. So can you make your circles really, really big circles? Like that, really big ones. That's right. Brilliant. Can you make little tiny circles at the front? Little tiny round circles. Right. Brilliant how he's going round and round like that. Now, to help us with our circle making today, we are going to do a song, and I think it's a song that you know. If you don't know it, it's really easy to pick up, and it's Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. Okay, so we're going to use our scarves and things, and we're going to practice our circle marks, okay, and in between, we've got some different actions for you as well. Okay, are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
So there we go. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. Put your scarf down. Okay, and we're going to do, it's all about getting ready this song. So we're going to go, this is the way we wash our face. And we're going to see if we can do our round circle marks as we wash our face. Are you ready? This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face on a cold and frosty morning. Grab your scarves and let's go round that mulberry bush again. You ready? Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, Sammy, have you got an idea? What else do we do to get ready in the morning?
Eat your breakfast.
Eat your breakfast. So shall we practice eating our breakfast then? Are you ready? This is the way we eat our breakfast, eat our breakfast, eat our breakfast. This is the way we eat our breakfast on a cold and frosty morning. Grab your scarves. Are you ready? Shall we see if we can spin round as we do it this time? Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. Harry, any ideas? Something you do to get ready?
Comb my hair.
He does need to comb his hair. He's got very long hair at the moment, hasn't he, Harry? Okay, so this is the way we comb our hair. You ready? This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair on a cold and frosty morning. And one more mulberry bush, and we're going to do little tiny circles so you can get your finger. You ready? Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. Brilliant, everybody give yourselves a clap. Okay, fantastic. So what we've got now, as usual, is we've got some activities to show you. Hopefully they're things that you can have a go at home today. So we've got a messier one, we've got a motor skills activity, and we've got a painting activity today as well. Okay, Harry, do you want to just move the camera down for us? Brilliant. Okay, so our first activity today is one that is really popular when we do it at Little Learners classes. It's our baking play activity, and the reason we do it in Swirlo week particularly is because when we do our stirring action, we're actually also practicing making our circle shapes and our swirls. Okay, so we've got, now if we do it in class, obviously we have it in big trays, but I wanted to show you today that you can have a lot of fun with this activity and you don't need huge quantities. And you can make it messier or less messy as you want to. I would recommend obviously that you put something down on the floor if you're going to do it inside, so a sheet, an old bed sheet, something like that, or a mat, whatever you've got, okay, just to protect the floor, okay, because it does get messy. And what we've got to use today, so we've just got some nice big mixing bowls, okay, and then we've got lots of different things that we might use when we're baking. So we've got some flour sifters, we've got some different baking tools, pastry brush, things like that. And just again, I know at the moment that shopping's not easy and food, so there's shortages of things like flour, okay, so you might be a bit reluctant to use too much, and I just want to show you really that we don't need huge quantities, and you can use, you don't even need that, no, and you can use just bits and bobs of that you've got in your cupboard as well. So the things I've chosen today is, one thing I've got quite a bit of still is corn flour, so I've just used a bit of corn flour in that bowl. In here I've got some porridge oats, could be any breakfast cereal. Okay, I've got a bit of hot chocolate cocoa powder, okay, in that one, and in here we've got some little marshmallows, okay, but you can substitute, go on, Harry.
Use like raisins or something.
You could use raisins if you've got raisins, yeah, whatever you've got, or fruit slices, yeah, just be creative, have a look in your kitchen and see what you've got, okay, and then basically you're letting them play at baking. Okay, now when we bake with children it's really good fun, but obviously we're trying to get to the end of a recipe, whereas when we do it like this, it's pretty much a free for them just to play at it. Now depending on how game you are, do you want to start playing then, guys? Yeah, you can start putting in. Do you want to do it as well, Harry? There's a bowl up there if you want to. Okay. Yeah, and I've just got some like different cake trays that they can play in as well. Now depending on how game you are, right, you can let them mix water in it. It's probably the messiest class that I do when we mix water, particularly with flour. Right, so if you decide to let them do that, just be prepared, it gets messy. It's good fun, okay? It gets messy and it will take some clearing up. If you don't want to do that, just use the dry ingredients and it's easier to clean up. Okay, and we've also got, I found some little cake cases as well, right, which are fun to play with, so if you've got a few of those free, just basically, I just raid the back of my cupboards and my drawers and see what bits and bobs I've got hanging about in there. And like I said before, you don't need huge quantities at all to let them have a bit of a play. Again, if you've got very young children and babies, they do love this sort of play. So if you can put it out on a sheet, if you've got any sort of tray or little bowls, just let them go for it. If you have got space in the garden, that's a good place to do it. And if you're using all natural ingredients, it's great because the birds come and eat the oats and things afterwards anyway. Right, so we're making some good cakes. What are you putting in your cakes, Sammy?
I'm putting cocoa powder and marshmallows and honey oats.
Okay, you're going to mix it up for us. Show us your stirring skills.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just a bit more flour.
A bit more flour. There we go, Sammy's doing some good stirring there. The other thing I've got, so that you're developing their different skills, their motor skills and their scooping and pouring skills, is just put different types of spoons in so that they're having to use, they're having to learn to manipulate them. So I've just got a range of scoops, spades, little scoops. Okay, this one is some little, you know what you call them, little pincers that we can use, little tongs that you can use to pick things up. So we're using those with the marshmallows. It's developing different motor skills at the same time as well. How's the cake doing?
Good.
Is anybody going to go with this?
Yeah, I did do
Yeah?
I used it.
Yeah?
I'm going to use this.
Remember how to use it. That's it.
It looks like it's snowing.
It does look like it's snowing, doesn't it? We do that when we're baking, don't we? Is anybody game and going to mix some water in, or are you staying dry?
What have you put in here?
What have we put in there? I think that's the marshmallow, is it? Is it a flat one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's not use that.
Harry's going to get really messy. Luckily, he's quite big, so I'm hoping he'll keep it in the bowl.
cleaned all the marshmallows.
There we go. Well done, Sammy.
Oh, right.
Okay.
It's hot chocolate.
Does it smell nice?
Well, how did you make it liquidy?
With water.
I'm using water. Actually, I might just put some cocoa powder in as well.
Okay, so those of you who have got a mixture of age of children at home as well, you might notice that although this will work with very young children, okay, older children really quite enjoy this sort of play as well. Okay, so it's a good activity to get out, and like I say, we haven't used huge quantities there, and there's a lot of play in it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, do you think we can put that to one side for now, Sammy, and do a bit more of it later? Maybe if you both take your bowls over there, and then we can show the next activity.
This looks really nice.
So we hope, like I say, this is one of. Harry, come out the way of the camera, love. Harry.
It smells really nice.
This is one of the most popular activities that trays that I do at Little Learners classes. So any of you that come to Little Learners will know it's a really fun and messy week. Okay, so the next activity we want to show you is a motor skills one. I'll just grab it down here.
Is this the messy one?
Okay, what we've got here, it's really simple. I've got a blob of Play-Doh. Now, if you haven't got Play-Doh made up at home, one thing is you can make some Play-Doh, because there was a Little Learners live video this week, which is now on the YouTube channel. And it's got Karen from Little Learners Air Valley, which is Bradford. Okay, and she's actually showing you how to make a really easy Play-Doh recipe. So you can follow that. If you want something quick, blue tack, something like that, or you might have some made up Play-Doh and some bought Play-Doh that you can put in. Okay, and all we do,
clay.
You could use clay if you had some clay hanging around, couldn't you? Yeah. Okay, all you do then is get some spaghetti and you stick it in. Okay, and the motor skills activity is you also need a bowl of breakfast cereal Cheerios, the little hoops. Okay, and you're basically practicing.
The Aldi rip-offs.
Putting them.
The Aldi rip.
Okay, we're basically putting them onto the spaghetti runs.
I'm gonna put
Now
one.
you can do other threading type activities with Cheerios as well. So you could thread them onto spaghetti. They don't have to be stood up. You can thread them onto strings and ribbons, pipe cleaners, things like that as well. This one, I don't know why it seems to appeal to them quite a bit. I think because it's spiky up. And Harry had a great idea, didn't you, for making this fun for older people as well? What did you think, Harry?
I thought that you could have a game, so the first one to fill their spaghetti string up wins.
Do you want to do this?
Okay, so in case you didn't quite catch that, he thought that if you could turn it into a game, so it's a little race, so the first one to get to the top,
Alright, I'm playing this.
it wins.
Cheerio. I'm playing.
So it's a really simple game, and I think at the moment one of the things with the children is just keep getting different things out. Okay, it doesn't have to be really clever, just something else to catch their interest and keep them busy for a few minutes. Obviously, younger children will go and take a lot more time getting these on as well.
Cheerios orange shapes of a swirl.
How many do you reckon you've got on there, Sammy?
I don't know.
Don't know, what would you guess?
About 10.
About 10.
No, I
Maybe.
think more.
You think more than 10?
Alright, 11. Oh, no. 15.
About 15 on there. Wow. Right, shall we leave that one there for now? Again, this will be, you can play later with this as well.
I think I won that.
Well done. So that is our motor skills today. And of course, because it's Swirlo week and we're all about the circles, that's why we chose this one this week, because our Cheerios are nice little Swirlo circles as well, aren't they? Right. Now the last activity we want to show you today is it's a mark making activity. We're going to use paints to do it. If you haven't got paints at home, it can be just as easily done with pencils, crayons and pens on paper as well. Okay, so what you need for this is you need lots of different sizes of circles to either stamp or to draw around. Now, if you go, and it's something you can do right now while we just get our paints out, if you go and have a look around your house and see what you can find that are circles, I'll show you some ideas before you go. So, here's some of the things we found this morning. Not very elegantly done, sorry about that. Okay, here's some of the things that we found this morning. So that's a cup, like a stacking cup. We've got a little Tupperware container. Okay, Sam. That was from some sweets, I think, of some sort of tube, toilet roll tube. What else we got there, Harry? Plant pot, little plastic bowls. Okay, so while we're just getting our paints out, why don't you just have a very quick look around your house and see if you can find anything like this that has got Swirlo's circle shape. Okay, quick, off you go, we'll get our paints ready. We got some white as well. Did you find anything? Did you find some circles? Yeah? Fantastic. You can have another closer look later as well. We hope you found some circle things. Okay. Now we've got some on our plates here. We've just got some different coloured paints. Okay, you can use any colours you want. We've gone a bit purple and white and blue just because it's Swirlo week. And we're going to use some black paper that we've found, and we're going to create, I hope you can see there, we're going to create some nice circle pictures. Now again, we're going to paint stamp them, okay, but if you wanted to, there's no reason you can't draw around them. If you've got really small children, you could even cut out loads of circles and they can practice putting them on to make a picture themselves. Okay, so boys, do you want to get busy doing a bit of stamping? Yeah, and then we'll show what you've done. Okay, so we're just dipping them in the paints. See if I can show you a bit better what they're doing. There we go. There we go. And again, we're doing it on the floor on the mat at the moment, which is really nice for younger children. They really enjoy working like that. So just put an old sheet down, let them get messy, and then bung it in the washing machine at the end.
It's a bit like, it reminds me of the icing sugar painting.
Oh, does it? It's a bit like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we use some toilet rolls for that as well.
Yeah. And we did stamping.
We did stamping. Okay, how are we getting on? You don't need to dry. You just put some different colour. Use the other end if you want to use the other colour. There we go. There we go. Okay, now just while the guys are finishing doing their pictures, just wanted to let you know as well that Little Learners have teamed up with Educate, and we have got some home learning packs for sale. If you are interested, I've got them on my Facebook page at the moment, so have a look, and if you are interested, just drop me a message and I can order one for you. There's all different ones for different ages, and Educate's got really good quality resources as well. I know loads of people now are really starting to struggle for ideas. There are more resources as well on Little Learners UK, and they've got things in stock, so if you're struggling to order things, have a look on there. There's also a load of free downloads on there as well, pictures to colour and things like that, and mark making guidance. Okay, right, do you want to hold up what you're doing now, Sam?
I was doing a little oval shape where it was meant to be a circle.
Oh, right, okay, so at the end. Okay, Sam, lovely, put yours down. Put yours down now, Sam. Harry, do you want to show yours? Okay, so by the end you should have created a nice circle stamped picture. Okay, right, well thank you ever so much for joining us again. I hope you've enjoyed the activity ideas. As usual, Little Learners Lives are still on at 10 AM every morning on Little Learners UK Facebook page, so you can follow them every morning, and the videos are on the YouTube channel afterwards. We will be back again next week at this time, and we're going to do who will we do next week? Ziggy next week. So you'll meet our monster Ziggy next week, and Ziggy will be doing some zigzag marks. So thank you ever so much for joining us. We can say bye now. Have a lovely day.
Bye,
Hope you have some messy fun, and stay home and stay safe. Bye everybody.
Bye.